It's one of the most dramatic moments in the entire series. Book and movie. Snape is atop the lightning-struck tower. Wand pointed at Dumbledore. Everyone is completely quiet and still, and Albus looks across the tower and says,
Severus, please.
And the camera moves over to a Snape who looks up at Dumbledore and delivers a response that is totally and completely different from what the books have, and it bothers me so much. In the movie, Snape looks at Dumbledore with this expression like he's sorry for what he's about to do, and then he says Avada Kedavra and kills Dumbledore. To be fair, I am reading the books with friends of mine who have never read it, and we skip movie 6 because I kind of think that this is a slight giveaway for Snape's character. And book readers know that this scene is totally different in the books. This is the passage that we get in the books. We've got a huge problem, Snape, said the lumpy Amicus, whose eyes and wand were fixed alike upon Dumbledore. The boy doesn't seem able. But somebody else had spoken Snape's name, quite softly. Severus. The sound frightened Harry beyond anything he had experienced all evening. For the first time, Dumbledore was pleading. Snape said nothing, but walked forward, pushed Malfoy roughly out of the way. The 3 Death Eaters fell back without a word. Even the werewolf seemed cowed. Snape gazed for a moment at Dumbledore, and there was revulsion and hatred etched in the harsh lines of his face. Severus, please. Snape raised his wand and pointed it directly at Dumbledore. And I know what you're thinking, that this is so small and insignificant, but it's really not. In the books, this was utter proof that Snape was evil. He looked so angry at Dumbledore, and he killed him in cold blood. No regret or remorse in his mind, and definitely none etched into his face. So when you go into the final book, the surprise that Snape was good was so much more satisfying than the movie. This was so significant for the end goal of Snape and Dumbledore's relationship as well, because Snape resented Dumbledore for what he made him do. The hatred etched into every line of his face was later confirmed to actually be hatred toward what Dumbledore made him and how he felt Dumbledore used him. Later in the pensive with Snape's memories, we get this discussion. If you don't mind dying, said Snape roughly, why not let Draco do it? That boy's soul is not yet so damaged, said Dumbledore. I would not have it ripped apart on my account. And my soul, Dumbledore. Mine? You alone know whether it will harm your soul to help an old man avoid pain and humiliation, said Dumbledore. Snape hated Dumbledore for making him kill him, and the movies just don't do it justice. And I've been trying to find illustrated versions of this, and I've been trying to find different people who have actually created this, like artistically, and I haven't found anything great yet. So I'm relying on some of these AI images that aren't really doing it justice to give me this depiction of Alan Rickman looking at Dumbledore with hatred and revulsion. And I actually love Alan Rickman's depiction of Snape. I think it's exceptional because he is much more likable in the movies than the books. But this was one scene I think they dropped the ball on. So let me know what you think are other scenes that you think they totally missed from the book to movie transition, and what are some of your favorite and least favorite moments? Let me know in the comments, and as always, like the video and subscribe if you are looking for more Harry Potter nerdy content.